Okay, folks, I am live. I'm gonna go look for. I got my soft pastels here. I'm gonna look to see what else I could rally up here. Oh, hang on. Okay, and what else did I get? Oh, my thing for my dirty brushes. All right, my little thing for all that. And I'm gonna go find something to draw. I always look over here and find a sketch. I hope everyone can hear me. I know there's no one on right now, but I know there'll be somebody. And I'm gonna go on Handy Dandy Google. I do love my Google. I do. And I am going to refer images free. Alright. Try to get a really cool one. I don't know, I'm really vibing with this one. Kind of looks like an angry skull. This could be good. I even got these little pastel markers too. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this because I'm going to paint this. I'm just going to bring it up. Alright, this is what I'm going to paint. Alright. I don't know why this. Okay. From the side here. This is what I'm going to paint, guys. I'm hoping I do well with this. I did this other one. I did Kate from Dead by Daylight. I did this for my husband, and he says it's good, but I don't know. I made this one for him because he really likes Dead by Daylight. But I did this one earlier. I guess we'll call this the dead version of Kate. I'm not very good at, I'm practicing making everything look realistic, but I was told that sometimes some people, that's not what they do. Some people more realistic and better with other stuff. I seem to do well with different kinds of stuff. So I'm going to start sketching this out and waiting for people to come in through the stream like I usually do. And then I don't know, maybe sometime today I may just go pop in on YouTube, not YouTube, but I might pop in on TikTok like I did earlier and see what goes there. But I have lost a lot of weight with my being sick. And I have been sick for, it's been killing me because I've been wanting to draw and I was so out of it, I couldn't even draw. So today is a better day and I'm seizing the day and I'm doing what I usually do because I feel that it's a good thing to do this kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch out this guy here. I'm just trying to bring this down a little bit. Here we go. Alright, this way you guys can see me sketching the skull. I was always told when I was younger, you've got to show your work, especially with math or whatever. So I figure I'm showing my work. Alright, I got enough. Well, I got a little power in here, but here it is again. There it is. Alright, I'm trying to get the glare. I have such horrible glare with this. But here it is. But anyways, there it is. I mean, I have horrible camera stuff. I'm trying to still, I guess, trying to get a better things going for me. But until then, I got to deal with this computer. I did put Microsoft 360 in it, and I was happy with that. But I'm going to go ahead and do the head of the Reaper. Or this just could be an angry skull. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Alright, go down that way. And then it comes up this way. Down around that way. Because his hood comes this way. He always has a black hood all the time. I don't know, maybe one day when I see the Reaper, I'm going to have to talk to him about all this business. He should have a little color in his life. He'll probably tell me to mind my own business, but I guess that would be the Reaper for you if he did. So, but I'm excited to be able to do something besides feel like I'm dying in my bed. Because it's terrible being sick. It really is. And the thing is I'm in medical, and I will tell you it's terrible being sick. So, okay, there's a little bit of shading here, so I'm going to do this. And it is terrible being sick. Right, that's that part of this. And then over here has a couple things here. It kind of signifies the inside of this. Right. Alright, and that goes that way. This comes around this way. Oh, how are you? You're new here. I don't really recognize you from before, so welcome. I'm just over here trying to make me a nice Reaper. It's one of my favorite Halloween characters. I'm pre-sketching this. I don't know if you see it. I'm having problems with glare, but this is what I'm sketching. And I have these. I got this set here from Amazon. And then I paint afterwards. I find this is a way better practice, especially if you're like me and you're new to this. I have a kid with Vulture Sagittarius. Well, honestly, I don't think any tarot reader could tell you if you're going to have a kid or not, because I will tell you I do know from dying and coming back. Oh, you like it too? Oh, see, I'm not the only person. What the thing is that in our lifetime, we choose who our parents are. And if you do get with this Walter guy, and you do get a soul that wants to be born, possibly, but if this Walter guy isn't of the spirit's liking, I guess you could say, they will make you infertile. And maybe not infertile to the point of that, but I guess children come when they want to come and when it's meant to be. And I do know this because it's happened to me before. You will have literally miscarriages and everything else till you pick the right one. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is how life is. So that's a question that really nobody could tell you because it is what it is with that. I would just meditate and ask if, ask the spirits if that's the person that you're meant to have kids with because I do know in this realm everybody they're angry. The spirits are angry at us because we're doing some bad stuff. And I will say that because they're angry that how we treat animals, how we're treating things in the realm. And that's generally how this is going. I try to stay on the good side of karma, but there's certain people that we choose that they just don't like. And they don't do it to be mean, but if they feel that Walter is not a good fit, they will make sure you don't have a kid. And this is true fact. That's why you see these days where 100-year-olds are having kids and people are going infertile because it's not that this realm is ending, it's this they're angry at the realm, they're angry at all of us, how we treat the animals, how we treat everybody. And honestly, I don't know, I do have 2 kids myself, but I fear for my kids because we don't treat people well in this realm. And the thing is money does not matter. But everybody glorifies everything about money. And the thing is if you are glorifying money all the time or just using people for sex a lot, they don't like that either. It's a slippery slope. I try not to upset spirits because I know how they could be. So I would literally go meditating and ask because there is no one that would know this answer. And if someone does tell you the answer, I don't know if they would be telling you the truth. But like I said, you could have many spirit guides. I mean, some people, God helps them being their spirit guides. I mean, there's a lot going on in this realm. I'm just kind of putting a teeth here because when I put the paint, I'm going to put other teeth around it because he actually has good dental work. But this is why I like the Reaper because he's a force of nature that literally tries to protect everyone. He really does. And the Reaper is actually a force of nature. It's himself. He's not bad, he's not good, he's just a force of nature. This is all what he represents. And there's nothing wrong with being a force of nature, because that's one, there's a force of nature, God. That's another force of nature. And then there's death. There's life and death. And they are so mysterious. So mysterious, but that's all I can tell you. They're really upset. They're upset to the fact that somehow I became popular. It's people like me usually did not become popular, but all of a sudden here we are. I mean, it's life. Alright, I'm just shading this in so when I start painting this, I kind of have to know where where I'm going and where I'm not going. But the shading, I've noticed, is very popular and makes your stuff look so good. So I'm just shading all this in black. And I'll probably end up giving this away since I made my husband a Dead by Daylight one. Alright, here. But yeah, he is. I love I do love the Reaper. I love God too. I do. Don't get me wrong. I love God, because where would we be without God? But where would we be without death? Life and death is the same thing. It's just we're in two opposite pinnacles here. I mean, I look forward to living as much as I look forward to dying. It's just the way life is, I guess, at this point. I hope everybody can hear me because my speaker's is having problems. And I wish I could get my speakers and stuff, my Bluetooth to it, but apparently I can't. I gotta go looking at that. So, okay, there's a lot of little lines here. So, there you go. I'm gonna go up this way, because there's the lines that way too with this. Okay. Up this way. Alright. And then over here, they got little cascading lines this way. I hope my speaker's not bothering everybody, because it sure is bothering me. Let me turn it off and turn it on. Okay, it just kind of stopped. Okay. I don't know, it stopped making funny noises, so I guess I'm okay. Alright, I'm gonna just cascade in this. I like this word today, cascading. Alright, now I'm going to do some shading in this way. That way. I'm going to come down this way. There. I don't know, he kind of looks like Darth Vader. I do like Darth Vader too, though, so. But he's kind of coming off like Darth Vader. But that's okay. It is Reefy. Alright. Here. I'm going to shade that in a little better there. And then this comes down. this. Alright, I'm trying to make sure I got all my shading the way I want it. Alright, and now I have these swords coming out. Alright, that. And then there's these coming around like this. Those coming around like that. Yeah, that's a pretty nice sword right there. Gotta make another one over here. Alright. This one here, he gotta have a sword, you know. It is the Reaper. The Reaper is pretty awesome. I think if I had to pick somebody to follow, it would be the Reaper. Because I like his style. I like how he's a whole force in nature, but he don't put up with no bullshit. He doesn't put up with our bullshit. He appreciates nature in its whole. And if you don't appreciate life, he gets rid of you. He really does. He doesn't like people that aren't good. And I feel that they're opposite sides. I've always felt that way. They're the opposite sides of one whole. That's literally how everybody says he's dark and ominous. He's really not. He literally would like things to be nice, but things aren't nice. But if you're not nice, he's just not nice. And honestly, if people are going to sit there and treat people wrong and the way people do this human trafficking, they deserve it. They deserve everything they get. I don't wish bad things upon people, but I don't like the fact that this stuff goes on. And thank God for forces like the Reaper. Thank God for them. Because it's a wonderful thing to have this. I'm going to put, thinking about a black cross. Put a sword through it. That is what I'm thinking would be nice here. I'll put a black cross to represent my friend. And I should put a grave. Oh my god, that would be so awesome. Put this picture in my grave. We're gonna do a grave. Yeah, that would be real nice. Oh my god, yes. This is the best. This is the best idea so far. And then a black rose. Oh my god, yes. The black rose I think would just get it all nice. I need to get a sketching of a rose though. I need sometimes to look on the lines. So let me see here what I got. Yeah, the sketching in my thing, but I already. But I don't think I told you guys that there was a coyote outside of our house yesterday. It was crazy. And it started howling and all this stuff. And I was, It was, I did literally was like, I did the first thing that came in my mind because I'm always, I guess, me and Chong are really close. I just yelled Chong. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth. So I yelled Chong and he came and Chong was literally, he was right there on my side. So he's a very good dog. I do love Chong. All right, I'm gonna put it. I'm making me a black rose. Rose. Rose sketchup. Okay, here. I just want to get a basic rose. Yeah, I just be looking at these, and then I just look and I just draw what I see. Okay, this one. All right, where's it at? Okay, here it is. Okay, I found this one. All right. Oh my god, it has to have a ton of glare, but yeah, I found this one. I'm gonna probably put this here. This neighbor's going to get their. Oh, they have a King Corso? Oh, I love King Corsos. You don't like the King Corsos, I take it? Oh, and you do yeah, you can have a reading. Yeah, I don't know. I love King Corsos. If somebody had their King Corso in my yard, I would be so excited. I'd be wanting to have lunch with the King Corso. That I can't answer also. I can't tell you what they're going to do at free will, but I would hope they're getting the dog out of your yard. I mean, you could call animal control. That can happen. I mean, I'm hoping that the owners of that awesome dog come to get him because King Corsos are so nice. They're expensive too. Beautiful dogs. I love them. I had one of those, and Chong had a friend. He would not be in anybody's yard but mine. I will tell you that much. But I would not approach the dog and maybe try to go to your neighbor and just let them know because I don't feel that it's the dog's fault that he's in your backyard. And I don't like when people take out their troubles on the dog. May just keep that in mind. I'm not. I get that you don't want the dog in your yard, but it's not the dog's fault. So I would literally just maybe knock on their door and ask in a nice way and tell them, I love your dog and all, but just say, I just want to get out of our yard. And really, I guess I don't like the whole thing of it's our yard because really the earth is, we don't own the earth. We don't own countries. We don't own each other. We don't. It's when you die, you die. You're going to the earth and you own nothing. So you share that yard and maintain it until you die or the house gets taken from you or you go to the nursing home, which generally happens. I mean, depending on how healthy you are, because the nursing home's coming to get it first. And even if you don't give them the nursing home and you give up your house in 5 years, folks. I'm in nursing. I will tell you, they're going to upcharge you until they have to sell your house. So make sure if you do own your house, you are given up, especially if you're in your 40s or 50s. Okay. Well, if you go ahead and feed them, I would feed them if it was me. I mean, big dogs, they can't have anything that is seasoned. They have problems with seasoned food and it gives them tumors. You can make them a hamburger, or if you just have some dog food around or something. I mean, but they are gorgeous dogs. Don't let that dog go to the pound. Oh my God, don't. They're not big, they don't have big dog love at the pound. This is why my whole channel's up. I hate people that are mean to animals. And they put them in the pound, these things, they cry. They're unhappy. And I would be too. But yeah, I would feed them. I'd feed this dog if you would, and just knock on their door and be like, "Hey, your dog is really nice. I gave him some food. Do you want your dog? And if you don't want the dog, if they just don't want the dog or whatever for a reason, try to rehome them. Some people, they could be a-holes like that. They get these gorgeous, nice dogs and they don't take care of them. And it's terrible. I hate people like this. God, over here on YouTube, that's all you see is these horrible videos where the dogs are crying because they had an owner for the longest time and they just ditched them. I feel that's the worst thing to do. It's like taking your child and saying, "I'm not taking care of you no more, bye." It's like, how could you? I don't know. This is how I am. I'm a dog lover. Obviously, I named my whole channel after my dog. This is how much I there. You really don't have cash too. How long has he been in your yard? Has he been there a long while? I mean, you could. I mean, there anybody would adopt a king corso. Anybody, especially if he's well mannered and nice. You can't let coyotes and things get to him because it's going to be not a good day for that dog. And he's there, and that dog will change. So, but yeah, I would knock on their door, find out what's going on, and ask around. But don't let that dog get sick and have things happen to him. I don't know. I think this looks good just like this. Hopefully they come for him. He's been in there for 2 days. And are they right next to you? I mean, I would just ask them. Be like, just say I don't have a. I mean, it is expensive feeding a dog, especially a big one. I'm gonna go grab. I'm gonna go grab me something to wipe my hands with. All right, Sean. Let me move over here. Oh, my dog always stays 2 inches by me, and that's it. He never gives me hardly any space. I swear. I get more chalk and messy stuff all over my stuff than anything. Guess that's the mark of an artist. Alright, now I'm going to start this. You don't have coyotes? Thank God you don't. We got coyotes in Ohio, and I'm talking wolf coyotes. They are about 250 pounds. They make that King Corso look like a little puppy. And they were by my. They're taking dogs out of their yards in Ohio. And they literally are. They're eating them right in front of their owners. They are the nastiest little things I have ever seen. Not even little. They are the nastiest things I have ever seen. I seen one in Chong. We seen him crossing the street, and Chong wouldn't let me go very far. All right, I got chalk paint, and I keep them in these little Tupperware containers, so I don't waste it. But yeah, it was about 250 pounds. It was about almost. It came to a little under my shoulders, and I'm 5'5". And I guess they're literally going and they're taking little dogs and they're attacking people. There was some lady in a suburb by there. Yeah, that is scary. And it was when I was walking him at like 11 o'clock at night. Now I put a pee pad out and that's it. But these dogs are these kind bred with wolf, and they're only in Ohio right now. And they run in packs. And I don't know if they're going to go to any other state. I'm sure pretty soon they are. They're trying in Ohio. They're trying to scare them. I mean, they're not scaring them. They're trying to thin out the population. They hunt them, the metro parks. They've been hunting them to try to keep their population down. So, yeah, it's scary. It was right behind. You could hear them, and when they howl, it is so loud. It woke. I mean, it woke everyone up, and there was this big pile of poop right in front of our apartment building, and it wasn't a regular. I mean, I obviously I'm a dog owner, so I know the piles of poop, but this was not a regular pile of poop. This was from a big guy. So I think the coyote took a big crap in front of there too. So, but definitely go knock on your neighbor's door for that and for that poor dog and tell them, just say, and then try to contact somebody. There's like organizations. I'm trying to think of which ones. You could always contact an organization or even ask the pound for someone that you can get a hold of. And somebody will adopt a King Corso, especially if they're well mannered. They will. Because that guy can't go 2 days without food. And any dog lover with a little money, they will. So that guy won't stay in the pound long. That's there's no way. Those are expensive dogs. I mean, Chong, he's a German Shepherd, Black Lab, and people tell me that he's rare, but they're even better. But yeah, these coyotes are crazy. It was a black coyote because wolves have dark fur too. So, and I swear it was like it had a presence. And Chong was quiet. He would not bark. He was pulling me home. And since we live over kind of by the areas, this is where they're hanging out. And these wolf coyotes are trying to migrate. So I don't know where you live if you're in the States, but they're eventually going to make it to the other parts of America. If they're in Ohio, they're going to make it to other parts of the states. I don't know about other countries. I'm sure they're in other countries. But yeah, it was very scary for me. I at first I thought it was a dog, and I go, "There's no way there's a dog that big." I've seen big pits and stuff, but this thing was very. It had an agenda, and it did not lace or anything. This thing looked like it wanted to walk. They'll stay away from house areas, but if you're with the dog, that's when they will we be together. Well, you're in the realm, honestly, of being together. This, I guess, it's hard for anyone to say if you're going to be together because you're going on free will. I guess you'll be together if that person kind of wants to follow that path. We all have different paths. You don't have to be with somebody. I mean, some people, they choose a more peaceful path that doesn't include being with anybody. Or they could choose a path where they occasionally have sex but don't have a relationship, and all these are okay paths. And the spirit world readers, this is what they're called. So I can't tell you if a person's gonna choose you or not, because I don't know what they truly want to choose in this lifetime. They might not want to have kids and have a relationship in this lifetime. And even if you were with this person in another, and these things are actually okay in the universe because as the Gaia network, the universe is very big and vast. And we are not important in the universe. Earth, the animals, and stuff like that. And these are the only truths that the universe will have. And that person that you want to be with so bad could choose another path. So if you do lose out on being with this person, the universe will give you another person. That. That's what the universe does. If another person decides they just don't want to be with you and that's it, they say okay, and you will come across the path of somebody totally different. This is why you don't worry about crushes because it don't matter if they like you or not. You don't. It's up to them if they're going to commit to you or not commit to you because that is the great thing about life. The word no. We can say no as much as we want. See, you just put in the paint. The paint makes it really nice. I like using the paint after the chalk. I feel this is a better practice because I've been doing it this way, and it's better to start the chalk to get everything shaded nice. I don't know. It kind of looks like the Reaper. I don't know. I love the force of death. I feel death is just as important as life. The manner we die is just as important as how we're born. And this is the God's honest truth. People think I'm crazy for saying this, but it is true. How you live and die is very important. I like to live a humble life. I do. And I accept whatever life gives me because I feel that whatever happens is going to happen to me if I like it or not. So why sit there and tempt fate? Now, some of these shadings I have, I keep some of these shadings in there to give it just a little bit of shape to it. I feel a little bit of the chalk inside of painting makes it look nice. I just like it for that reason. All right, now I'm just gonna go around the edges. And certain parts in here I'm gonna leave like this, the skull, and I gotta fix his teeth. Because this is not how his teeth looked at all. Not at all. His teeth did not look this crazy. I gotta fix this, and I was gonna fix it with my paints. Because I feel I didn't give the Reaper enough justice. But I am so glad that I am feeling better. After leaving work early, going to the doctor's office, and then yesterday with the coyote, I was like, oh my God, I have to go. You can ask. I'll let you know if I can answer. I can't. I mean, there's certain things nobody knows, but I will let you know if I can answer, but you can ask. But there's just so you know, there's just not everything I I could know. I mean, I don't ask anybody for a reading for like personal gain or anything like that because nobody can know these things. Some people are just out here just to make money and lie to you. I don't lie. I already know what you can find out and what you can't find out, and you just kind of gotta accept what life gives you. You really do. And even if it seems unfair, you gotta accept it. Sometimes that's how the fates want it. They test us. Sometimes they test you with people. Sometimes you're only meant to be with somebody sometimes for 10 years. And you're meant to break up. And if you don't leave this person, they make it so uncomfortable to be around that person. They will make you lose your money, your house, and all kinds of stuff if you don't cooperate. And it's the God's honest truth. I've had this happen in my life. So if I'm not meant to be with someone and events happen, I just say, okay, go about your business because this is what happens when you mess with pretty much the other realm and you're not with the program. And unfortunately, they got a program for us. God has a program for us, and so does the Reaper. I mean, we're not above either of these forces. We're not above life or death, so we just gotta whatever is given to us, we have to accept and take it. This is why I do a lot of painting because life is sometimes it can be very depressing, and sometimes you're just down to just painting and stuff, and it's the truth. I mean, I'm sure we've all been there, but at the end of the day, if you did a good painting and you spent time with your family and this and that, these other things don't seem to matter as much. I mean, I will tell you that much. I'm gonna make this dark inside, kind of like his eyes. Because every picture with the reaper has like it's always very dark and ominous. So where I shaded this, I'm doing all black, and I'm using pastel paints. My friend, I forgot that my friend over here that does sketch art too. You could put these pastel paints right over here and practice on poster board. This all I'm doing is just putting them on poster board. That is it. And I feel like I'm doing that, and actually people will tell you how nice it looks. My one friend, she wants me to make 20 of these just for her party, and then she said she'd pay me. And I told her, I go, that's 20 live streams in 7 days. I was like, that's a marathon for a live streamer. And I just like, 'cause you gotta take a break sometimes, and then sometimes I gotta go to TikTok, and I gotta go to other places too. She goes, oh, we'll do it over there too. I told her, I'm not a machine. I'm just not. There's only so much one person can do here. But yeah, I have stumbled upon this with with the chalk paint, and it works miracles. It makes my stuff look pretty good. It gives it like that nice finish. I I believe it gives it a really nice, pretty finish. Alright, now I'm gonna get his other sword. Because I'm trying to get some of the stuff very defined and nice. I like the black rose. It kind of all just shows death in its best right over here. Because, I mean, death isn't horrible. It really isn't. I mean, it's a part of life. You were born. I mean, every doctor will tell you your DNA is put there to, you're born to live and you're born to die. There's a set date on it. That's why, some people are prone to cancer and this and that. That's why you got to seize the day every day. And I do. Because your day, you're like like old people. Old people's the best ass. Old people will tell you, Sean, what are you doing? Sean, what is he doing? I'm gonna go check on Sean soon. But yeah, old people will tell you this. And I do work with elderly, and I get a lot of my information about life in general from older people because I feel they're the best authority in this kind of situation. And a lot of them have pretty much went through treatments and they were dying and they're come back and they always come back different and they always give the best advice. You want the best advice about life and love in general, ask someone that's close to 100 years old. So that's the best advice. Or talk to a grandfather or your mom or just someone like that or just someone you know that you think of in that kind of way. And you will get answers. And they have good answers in the world. They've lived a long time. And I get a lot of my knowledge about life through people. You just gotta go and listen to the right people. And And they GAIA, that Gaia network, oh my god, they're so good to listen to. That I did a subscription for them, and it was I think $12 a month, but they're good. They have a lot of historical things up in there, and they're very knowledgeable. So, and knowledge is power, my friend. It really is. Here, let me go see what's going on in this other room. Oh, you're here. Okay. Oh, you were over there, Chong. I couldn't figure out where the heck you were. All right. All right. I'm just shading in all these details. I don't know. I might keep this one too. I don't know if I want to give away this one. This one actually turned out pretty good. You got the black rose. You got everything associated with death and all the symbolism right here in one painting. Go look. Got it all down here. This is not bad. I did not think it was going to turn out this good. I hold out for hope, but I don't expect anything out of life or my art. I really don't. And if it does turn out good, I'm glad, but that's just how I am. Because everything's not going to be perfect all the time. All right, Chong, what do you want? What do you want? I'm trying to finish this. We went on a live stream right before this, Chong, with YouTube, with your walk. And he always demands it because by the time I'm done with all of my outlines and stuff of whatever I'm making, he acts like he's dying and he has to go pee again. But yeah, you get these bold colors in here and it's really good. Alright, now we're gonna go here, there. Oh, I'm glad you've been feeding him. I really am glad you've been feeding him, but I think I told you that before. I'm just so excited about my painting turning out halfway decent. But keep feeding him and try to call people to get him rehomed, even if it's only cheap food. Alright, now I'm going to put this nose together. Yeah, this is nice. Right. Put some over here, there, this down here, there. I'm gonna shade this way. But I'm actually pretty damn proud of this one. Alright. Now I'm just going to try to get these real close together. Far enough. To where it looks nice. I can't have him looking like he lost all his teeth. He is the Reaper. I feel his skeleton would be treated a little better than everyone else's because of nature. Or she. I mean, it is a force of nature. In my mindset, it's a he, but really it's not just a he. It's probably, I would say it doesn't have a set. It's just a force of nature. He or she. It's just you perceive of him or her. But yeah, this is so nice. This is really nice. I like this. I just wanna. I got white paint. I got this red. I want to put right up in here. I feel it'd be nice for the eyes. I'm gonna put red paint in with the eyes. Why not? This is your painting, so you do whatever you feel is good. That is how the cookie crumbles with painting. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here and just do that. I always keep little extra paints around. Just for this reason. You just never know when you might want another color. When you don't want another color, but keep it and put it over here. Here we go. It's nice. I feel good because at least I got a little painting done today. I don't know, little red dots in his eyes. Why not? It is the Reaper. And it's a fun thing. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna turn out to what it was, but this is pretty good. This is pretty badass. I have got to say. That is nice. I think the eyes just kind of set it out nice. But I'm going to end the stream because I feel that the questions are over and my painting is done. So I'm going to take me a little break and I will be back. And thank you guys for listening to me. And I'll see you in a little bit.